Hello there, my name is Joy Jukesane and I am your host on this table. This is the show where we bring you issues confronting life and the world at large. So today we're going to be talking about cyberbullying on social media. With the advancement of technology and the rise of social media, cyberbullying has grown to become a top issue on social media. Every day, people come out to talk about how they've been harassed on social media, how they've been teased, how they've been trolled. It is indeed worrisome. With me to talk about this is a basketballer who is also a broadcast journalist, a sound engineer, a songwriter, and a singer. But before I let the cat out of the bag, let's go on this quick break. We'll be right back.
My name's Brittany. I'm 25 years old from Saskatchewan. Right now, I am currently working for a national organization. I set up businesses with payment solutions. I've been one of the top sales reps in my company for the past 2 years. I've won 2 President's Club trips. I've spent a lot of my past years up until today traveling, interacting with different cultures. I've nannied in South Africa. I like to get out and be active, but sometimes it's nice to just sit down on the couch or lie in bed and watch some movies. We have easy access here in Canada to the movie theaters, but they're always playing kind of Hollywood-based films. And something I find so interesting about Kingsprimetv is that the movies I'm watching are different and they show a more organic, homegrown style of art. And the storylines and the plots really intrigue me. I have Kingsprimetv app and I can watch it at an airport waiting. Sometimes I can download movies and watch on a plane. Anywhere I go, I can watch Kingsprimetv.
In Africa and beyond, more and more people are finding Kingsprime TV, a rich hub for entertainment. With a monthly subscription fee as low as $7.99 US, you too can enjoy seamless, world-class HD entertainment that will inform, educate, entertain, and enthrall you. Join us today. Visit kingsprimetv.com to enter into a whole new dimension of entertainment. Kingsprime TV. Entertainment just the way you like it.
Welcome back. Okay, it's time to introduce our guests. I think we should have a drum roll for these guests. Do 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 do. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, Mr. J. Alateru.
And the crowd goes, wow.
Welcome, Jay.
Thank you, Joy.
Oh my God! Introducing you. You're a basketballer. You're a songwriter. You're a broadcast journalist. I mean, how do you juggle this? This is quite lots to do for one person. So how do you juggle all these professions?
I think I've, let me not say gone past. I'm no longer a basketballer. I'm a veteran basketballer.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually a coach, basketball coach, and so I'm not actually playing. So I don't want people to think. People might have a misconception that he's still playing.
Okay.
So I'm no longer a player. I coach this time around. So I'm a singer. I'm a songwriter. I'm a broadcast journalist. I'm a sound engineer. I'm a basketball coach. Yeah, I think when you actually love something, you provide time. You make out time for the things you love. So yeah, I'm not saying there are no challenges. There are, but yeah, I think I just managed to scale through, provide time for my music. I provide time for work, for play, basketball, and other things.
Okay.
Yeah, so
okay.
as long as you love what you do, you provide time for the things that you love.
Yeah. So, as a broadcast journalist, you surf the internet a lot. So, either to get news, to know what's happening in the world, means you're very active on social media. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how active are you on social media?
1 to 10. I think I don't want to brag. So let me just put myself at 6.
Oh,
Yeah.
6 is actually a pass for you.
Yes.
60%.
Yeah.
So that's like A.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it
A.
A? It's from 70, isn't it? Yeah. I think B.
B. Okay, that's like B.
Yeah.
Okay, that should be good,
Yeah.
not excellent.
Not
That should be
excellent.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, so on social media, which platform are you more active in?
I think it's Facebook. Facebook is I'm on Facebook every day. Every day at work, at play. I'm on Facebook. I love
Well,
Facebook.
that really shows how old school you are, because recently a lot of persons they come out to say, okay, I'm more active on Twitter, I'm more active on Instagram, but for you to be on Facebook, oh god.
I love Facebook. Facebook is like
Okay.
Facebook is my backyard. Yeah.
I think everybody started from Facebook. Yes.
Okay.
So now the question is, you have lots of content on social media on your Facebook page and you post every time. So have you ever been dissed? Have you been trolled?
A lot.
Oh my god, a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. So how did that make you feel?
It's not nice when someone disses you.
Of course it's not.
Especially when the person disses you for no reason. Some people just you put up a content out there innocently, and if someone doesn't like what you say or have a contrary view of what you just posted, you should be able to say it in a decent way.
Yeah,
logically, and present their own opinion. But that's not really the case on social media. Many people, insensitive people. We have a lot of sensitive people actually out there, but you meet some insensitive people that will just go and lash you once they feel you say something that's contrary to what they believe in. I always put out on my Facebook page. I always put out religious content. Sometimes people hold their religious views very strongly. So once they feel you say something that's contrary to what they believe in, they want to attack you. They want to threaten you. They want to abuse you. So yeah, it has happened to me a couple of times. Yeah.
And you really didn't take it lightly with that person.
I'm a gentleman.
Of course you are.
When you say that, you take it lightly with that person. It gives the notion or the feeling like I burst out on the person, which I did. I actually don't do that. What I do is like if I don't like what you say, I don't go attacking you back. I try to encourage you to express your contrary view if you have any, and that lashing out at me is not sensible. If you feel I said something that you don't like that's against the norm, let me know. Let's argue it. So I actually try to get the person to say what he thinks I said wrong. If he doesn't want it that way, or he doesn't comply, sometimes go to them, private chat them, send them a private message. Hey, what's up? Is there anything I said wrong? Come on, let's talk about it here if you don't want to say it openly like that. So yeah, that's what I do when someone lashes out at me like that.
Okay, so I'm really trying to understand this. Why do people bully others? I mean, why do people cyberbully others?
I think people do it for the different reasons. Some people are insecure. So Facebook is a place where social media is a place where people feel like they can do anything. So you meet people on social media that ordinary in real life would actually respect you, greet you, shake you with two hands, will not dare talk back at you. On Facebook, they feel, come on, this is what we do here. It doesn't matter who you are. I mean, it's like, it's the norm now. You have to be arrogant sometimes, insulting for you to gain followers. So
for you to trend.
People
do that a lot.
Trend, yeah. So, and a lot of people do that to trend. A lot of people are insecure. They don't want to talk too much. They don't want to, when they don't have something much to say, or they're of a contrary view to what you just posted. Instead of them to argue it out, because they're feeling insecure, they have inferiority complex. They just go out lashing out at you, call you fools, threaten to beat you up, and all that stuff. So people do that just to shut you up, just to express what they feel when they really don't know how to say it. So they just start lashing at you, and they feel they can get away with it. So they do it on social media. In real life, they can't do it. They won't do it because they know who you are. But on social media, they feel they can get away with it. So come on, I
So
can do anything I want here.
we know that cyberbullying is just an aggressive behavior. This one now is not the physical one; it's electronically. Okay, so what do you think is? I mean, is there a difference between the traditional bullying, the normal one, the face to face, and cyberbullying? Is there any difference? Is there what would you say is the difference? Because I know that bullying is bullying, but people say this one is online, this one is traditional, and I'm trying to understand, is it the same thing or is it different? How can you
They're very
differentiate?
similar. I think they're very. The only difference I can think about now is that one is electronically and
Uh-huh.
one is in real life.
Okay.
In the real life one, when someone bullies you, they can actually inflict physical harm on you.
Uh-huh.
Bullying is not just about talking. It's about actually,
Action.
taking action, punching, kicking, all that stuff, killing. You know, that's in real life. In the virtual one, social media, it's like exchange of words and exchange of text and all that. But they all have their negative impact on the one suffering the bullying, the one being bullied upon. They all they all have negative impact on them.
The same negative impact.
Yeah, because if you pull on somebody, you beat somebody up, inflict emotional or physical injuries on the person. And when it comes to talk about emotional injuries, may lead to low self-esteem,
Yeah.
depression,
Depression.
which could also lead to suicide.
Yeah.
In the physical one, real life bullying, person might, of course, injure you. You see wounds, could also lead to physical death. So, yeah, they both have their negative um, impact on the ones being bullied, the ones suffering the bullying.
Okay, we'll be right back.
My name is Bukola. I'm a dedicated wife. I'm blessed with two beautiful children. I am the creator and the creative director of In Between I Stand. And the beautiful thing about the Kingsprime TV is it's an app. I can decide to use it on my television. I can decide to use it on my phone. And of course, I have an iPad. I can decide to use it on my iPad. There is no boring moment with the Kingsprime TV, especially the way it gets me close to my culture day by day. I'm a busy mom, and sometimes I just want to be on my bed alone with my laptop watching the Kingsprime TV. It is the best thing ever. And I'm not connected to just one aspect of the Kingsprime TV. I could decide to watch TV shows like The Big Nigerian Wedding or probably go for a series. Lots of beautiful things on the Kingsprime TV.
In Africa and beyond, more and more people are finding Kingsprime TV, a rich hub for entertainment. With a monthly subscription fee as low as $7.99 US, you too can enjoy seamless, world-class HD entertainment that will inform, educate, entertain, and enthrall you. Join us today. Visit kingsprimetv.com to enter into a whole new dimension of entertainment. Kingsprime TV. Entertainment just the way you like it.
Cyberbullying and the traditional, the conventional bullying, they both have negative impacts, like you said. But I think one hurts more than the other. I feel one hurts more than the other. I don't know. Do you agree with me? Do you
I
think so?
I may agree with you in saying one may hurt more than the other in terms of those that are scared of that feel being physically punched or being shown a gun in real life is more dangerous than being abused emotionally. But they could all lead to death. When someone is depressed because of the way you troll the person on social media. Hey, you're a fat girl. Good, get away from here. You don't go marry.
Something like that.
And you don't know what that girl has been going through in real life. You don't know, or you know if you stay for man a house and all that. You don't know what's been going on in that person's life. She may feel like, come on, Amanda, I can't take this anymore. She will get depressed and end up taking her own life. So the both lead to
the same
the
results.
same results. Possible death, emotional or physical injury that could lead to death. So they're both very, very bad and should be discouraged.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think people who bully others, I don't know if they know the impact of what they do to people, how it helps, how it reduces someone's worth. I really don't know. So, do you think the owners of social media, I mean Facebook, Twitter, do you think there's something they should do? Something needs to be done? Because recently I saw a post where a girl committed suicide for being bullied. She committed suicide. And how should these social media owners, how should they curtail this? Do you think there's a way they should curtail this?
Yeah, I think that there's a way, but I think you were saying most times it's like these guys that are bullied don't really know that they're bullied. What they're doing. I agree with you in that sense. I think that's one difference there is, if any, between the online bullying and real life bullying. On the online one, you don't actually see the emotional impact of what you're
Of
causing,
the person, yes.
You're causing on the person. But in real life, you probably didn't think that you're bullying this person. Hey, you come here, give me that your sweets. Maybe it's play or something, but it's actually bullying. But if you see the person's face, person feels bad, and you realize that I'm actually hurting this person. If you didn't really plan on bullying the person, or because you can get feedback right on the spot there. You see that, I'm actually hurting this person. You can actually soft pedal. I didn't mean it like that. You can just the bullying stops right there, because you can actually get on the spot.
You can see the reaction
of the person. Yeah. Sometimes people that are bullying don't really know they're bullying. They just feel like they're expressing themselves in the way of expression, but they don't really see what their actions are actually causing upon the person.
Okay. So how do you now know you're bullying others? How do you know?
Many times you don't really know. Many times you don't really know.
Everyone should learn to be considerate. Everyone should. Sometimes I might do something and I don't know that it's hurting the other person until the person reacts. So how should people? Is there a way someone should know that, okay, I'm crossing the line? This is me being a bully right now. Is there a way?
I really don't know how to answer that question, but I think it depends on the individual. Some people are completely not in sync with the people they are interacting with. They're just in their own zone. They don't care what they say to other people. They will even tell you, I talk my own, I say it how it is.
I'm in my house, come and beat me.
I say it how it is. Whatever I want to say, it's in my mind. I just have my mouth. I don't keep it inside my heart.
I just say it.
But people should be able to, not everything you feel that's in your heart that you say.
Yeah.
If you think that, you should be able to think about what you say, what's in your heart, what's in your mouth before you say it. Think about it. What if I say this thing? Will it hurt this person I'm saying it to? If it doesn't, if it won't hurt the person, you should go ahead and say it. And if you want to say things that could possibly hurt somebody, you should be able to use the right words.
Yes, use the right words.
Use the right words in as much as you're expressing pain, to your heart. You should be able to, fine tune it so that it doesn't really hurt that person. So people should be able to, you think about it. Depends on the individual. Some people don't just have that ability to empathize, to put themselves in the other person's position. We should be able to do that. And the ability to do that is different from individual to individual.
Okay, so earlier on you said you have been cyberbullied. So how did you respond to it?
Yeah, like I said on my Facebook, I put a lot of religious stuff there. So this particular one I put, I think I criticized something a man of God said, and this person is a huge follower of that man of God, and he didn't private chat me on the post there. It was outright, threatening. Guy, if nobody say that one thing, I for bring boys come show you for house. I mean, I wasn't scared, all right. I mean, but to let you know that some people take social media, they don't really think about
They actually take some things too personal. Yeah.
too personal. And I was actually reacting to his threatenings on the post there, on the thread there. You could see me saying, "Guy, never reach like that.
Of
No,
course.
take it easy. Come on, if you have something else to say, if you think I said something wrong about your man of God, tell me what I said wrong about your man of God. Let's talk about it." No, I don't have to talk about it. Him talking now. I don't have to talk about it with a fool like you. You're a vagabond. I know your house. I know your family will come after you.
It's too extreme.
So yeah, it's bad. It's bad the way people threaten people because they feel like you're saying something that you ought not to say. So yeah, that was a good example of, I think, the most, how do I put it, the most remarkable one that I've experienced on Facebook, that the guy actually threatened me, threatening to come visit me with his boys in their house. So I had to quickly chat him up and like, guy, relax. Not like that. All right. Take it easy. This me not begging, but take it easy. Let's talk about it. Did I say anything wrong? I was able to calm him down when I took him to. I private chatted him, sending me a direct message on his, messenger, and we talked about it. And so he calmed down. I was like, you don't have to say all that. Let's trash it out here. I'm not insulting your man of God. I just said it. My opinion about him. I didn't say he was stupid. I didn't say he was mad. I didn't use any harsh words. So let's talk about it. And so he was calm. Like, he misunderstood me. He thought that was that because he took this man as his man of God, his father.
His father.
He had lost his biological father.
Oh.
So this man was his own father. So it's like me. He felt that I was insulting his father. I was like, no, it's not an insult. People, my dad is a chief and he gets criticized every time. Everybody's, sometimes they come to the house, they say, yeah, he has stolen some money, and he comes out and defends himself. So yeah, he's a man of God, and I'd said something I criticized him. Come on, we should be able to criticize our leaders when they do something wrong. I mean, even if he's your father, I stand the right to criticize him. Except I use insulting words. If I did that, I'm sorry, but I actually didn't use an insulting word. But if you feel offended, take it easy. Take it easy. Don't burst on me like that. So we actually calmed the situation down, and I think he deleted the messages later on, and yeah, and we're all cool.
So apart from going to his DM to talk to him, I mean, if you hadn't gone to his DM, what other way would you have responded to him?
At that time, I didn't know. I didn't think about any other way. But I think on Facebook, there are some stuff that you can do. You can actually report a situation like that. If someone is threatening you, harassing you, or molesting you, you can actually report the person. I've never reported anyone before. I don't know anyone who has reported anyone before, so I don't actually know the measures Facebook will take when someone has reported someone to them. But I know that on concerning COVID-19 stuff, if you post something that's not scientific, that's contrary to what the WHO has said concerning COVID-19, you're making unnecessary claims about having a cure, or you're saying COVID-19 doesn't exist, or any of that stuff that's not scientific or not official, that's contrary to what the WHO has said officially concerning COVID-19, it could be banned and censored for a while on Facebook. So I think that's the kind of measure they could take if you report someone that is harassing you on Facebook. Yeah.
Okay, now reporting someone, I know that everybody has a right to communication. Isn't that violation of human rights?
To report somebody.
Yeah.
If we both have human rights,
Of
we
course
all
we
have
do.
human rights.
We do.
You know, so if you exercise your own human rights and you trample on my own human rights, and I feel like you've trampled on my own human right, I should be able to report you. So when I report you, and if the case ever comes up, you should be able to defend yourself when reported. You know, but I have a right to live. I have a right to life, and if you come to take my life, you don't have the right to take my
Of
life.
course, nobody has the right to take
Yeah.
anybody's life.
So if you come to take my right, exercise a right to take my life, I should be able to report you. And me reporting you always trying to take my life. I'm not violating your own human rights because you don't have the rights in the first place. So no one has a right to molest anybody. No one has a right to harass anybody. No one has a right to assault anybody. So me reporting when I'm being violated doesn't mean that I'm violating your own human rights.
Okay, the conversation still continues. Let's go on this quick break.
Okay, guys, this is Sedator Savior Jimmy, and I'm talking about the Cradle to Fame Season 2. If you know you can act, you can sing, you're looking for a platform where you can showcase your talent, then this is for you. The winner gets to go home with 500,000 naira cash and a car. Second runner-up goes home with 1 million naira cash. Third runner-up, 500,000 naira cash. And all of these people get to go home with 1 year contract with Kingsprimetv. All you need to do is register for the show by
visit www.kingsprimetv.com and download the app from Google Play Store or Apple App Store. Pay 1,500 naira and subscribe. Then using the code generated, log on to www.cradletofame.com and register for free.
The journey to fame begins now. Cradle to Fame Season 2. See you then.
Welcome back. Now, there's this thing like we said earlier. A lot of these cyber bullies, they come out to say, "I'm in my house. Come and beat me," because they have this confidence that you don't know them, you can't trace them. So, is there a way these social media owners can set up their location? We should there should be a solution for that, because I think that's actually what gives these people confidence. So how can these bullies who are anonymous, how can they be known online?
I think they're known. Everyone is known online. Once you're registered on you enlist on the social media and your stuff is there, you're known because they can track your phone. And you have an email. For you to be on social media, you must have an email. You know, so and you've left footprints in many ways out there. So it's just that you've not committed a crime. When you commit a crime, your details will be gathered, and they'll actually locate you, no matter who you are. That's what I believe. That's what I believe in. Because many people who are doing this molestation, who are bullying people, feel like, because some of them go on different names.
Yes, that's the point.
If you go on their profile, they have different
why
photos.
do they change their names? For example, you see someone that's answering Miss Stone, Miss the MHIZ Stone and all that. I mean, why do social media owners allow these people to get fake names?
Okay.
Why? I mean, I think that's, to me, I feel it's actually one of the reasons why that give the cyberbullies confidence. So what are the solutions to this? I mean, how can they curtail this cyberbullying?
You just said it. Maybe they should make sure that no one goes on aliases.
Yes, the catfish, all
You
those.
know,
Yeah.
Miss Sexy. Me what?
Is that your name?
Me what? Her name is Susan
Nkechinyere.
Nkechinyere, Miss Fabulous, Mix, Miss Joanne, all that stuff. People should go by their real name, and maybe they are I don't know if it's invasion of privacy, but some sort of details should be given about them. But Facebook is also concerned too, because some people were facing a lot of security challenges in Nigeria. Kidnapping is a big problem. So someone is looking for a potential victim, a kidnapper. He goes on Facebook, he looks at Joy's address, Joy's street number, phone number, takes your details. It can easily come to get you once you have those details. So Facebook or social media owners publishing the home addresses of personal details of their members has some security undertone to it, which I don't think it's good to put such information out there, because the wrong guys could get a hold of it and use it against you. So it's a tricky one. However, they could place a lot of restrictions, like the one I just said. You could report someone who you feel has molested you, or who you feel is harassing you, and Facebook could caution the person their own way. Another way they could go about it is not just cautioning him in their own way by maybe censoring the person's material, or suspending the person's account for a while. They could also get send these details of the bully to law enforcement of any particular country. This is the information we got. This is the report we got from this person. Joy reported on social media that Jay was harassing her, and it happened to so time and so time, and this is what we got. This is their correspondence between them, the words that they exchange, and I think it's worth taking a look at. Pass it on to law enforcement. So if people know that such measures are in place, if you molest someone, if you bully someone on Facebook, threaten someone on Facebook, your details will be given to the police, law enforcement agency, and they could come looking for you. I think that's an acceptable means, and people will mind what they do on social media in terms of bullying others.
Okay, but you know that sometimes people don't know if they are bullied. People don't even know if they are being harassed, because this has to do with how you understand something, the tone behind the conversation. For instance, I might say, you're not okay. So to me, it's a joke. Now, to you, it might not be a joke, and then you go and report me that I insulted you, or I harassed you and all that. So, how do you now know that you've been bullied? How do you know? How do you differentiate the person's tone? How do you place it?
Actually, it depends for me. For someone to know that they are bullied, it's from individual to individual. For instance, sometimes I get bullied and I don't even know it.
Yeah.
It's when I get to the office, some people say, I was following the conversation. I mean, if to say that me, that woman they talk to, that guy they talk, we just for talk,
Okay.
Jay, you're too cool, oh.
Yeah.
How could that guy just insult you like that and you let him go free? If not me, I was like, really? I didn't feel hurt. I didn't feel abused. I didn't feel violated by that person's post. I just felt, the person just expressed his anger in a little bit way, and we're okay, we're good. Sometimes it happens to us and we don't really know. So the ability to cope with being bullied ranges from individual to individual. Some people don't even know they're being bullied, while some people, the slightest thing you say, they see it as being bullied, because we all come from different backgrounds.
Yeah.
What I can take may not be what you can take.
Yes, that's true.
But no matter what we do as individuals, we should be able to think about our actions, our words before we say them, you know, you know. And somehow too, I mean, if you should be on social media, you should be able to. I'm on social media. I should be able to train myself to take some things to a large extent. Not everything. I shouldn't be able. I shouldn't be offended by a lot of things that people say about me on Facebook. If someone calls me a fool on Facebook, know that I'm not a fool. I'm talking about people who get easily offended. You know, someone calls you fool. I see that a lot. Sometimes you, especially for football fanatics. You know, if their club side loses a match and someone trolls them, hey, and I know Sabi play ball, you mad. You know, some people get angry
and want to react,
and they take it off Facebook, and in real life they start up a fight. You know, you should be able to know that this is social media, and someone tells you they're mad, you're stupid. Okay, let's go on. Life goes on. You know.
Okay, so this cyberbullying, does it have to do with age or exposure?
It has to do with age and exposure, of course.
Like
of course.
Age brackets, because do you think it's more of the youth? I mean, what's the age brackets?
For people who bully,
yes.
or people for a lot of young people don't really know when they are bullies. I remember the first time I ever heard the word bully was when someone used it on me and told me, "You're a bully." I didn't know I was a bully. It happened in primary school. When I was small, they said, "Jay, you grew up like agriculture." I was taller than agricultural fowl. I was bigger than many of my mates, you know. So that particular day, they asked me to stop people from. They were playing a football match. They asked me to stop people from crossing over to the other side. If the ball was on the other half of the field, some people want to quickly cross on this other half, you know. So they asked me to stay and block people not to cross. So I was actually doing that, and somebody was crossing. So hey, go back. I was pushing the person away. One of my teachers from nowhere came and, "Jay, stop that. You're a bully." I felt bullied by what she said. And of course, I felt bad. Like I didn't know how to talk much when I was young, so I felt like I was only doing what our sir asked me to do, and I felt bad. You know. So many people don't really know when they are bullied or when they are bullying people. Like me, in that case, I don't know if I was actually bullying somebody, but I think maybe I was. Maybe I did it. I overdid it. Maybe, you know. So many young people don't really know when they are bullying people. You know, and the ones that suffer most from bullying are actually young people. You know, when you grow up, maturity sets in. You know, you don't get angry when someone calls you a fool so much. In fact, a lot of girls do that. Most times when they hail each other, "Hey, Mumu girl," you know, it's okay for them. You know, they've grown up to that level. They know that if someone calls
just
you,
accept everything.
You know, it comes with maturity too, in terms of the level of abuses you can take. When you're younger, the slightest abuse or verbal abuse, it hits you hard. But as you grow up, getting more matured, you know how to take certain things. You know, and for people who bullies, you know, when they are younger, if they are outrightly bullying people without knowing what they are doing, but as they grow up, they tend to, I think I've been bullying people, and it's not nice, and then maturity sets in, and they just know how to deal with people better.
Okay,
you know?
So for social media owners, do you think before you create an account, there should be rules set for you? I mean, or you should go through a course or something. I mean, how do we create awareness? How do we let people know that cyberbullying is wrong? And how do they even know that they are cyberbullying people? Do you think there should be an awareness for it?
I think there should be an awareness for it. Yeah, like you said, I don't think if you're opening a Facebook account, Twitter, whatever account, they actually give you an orientation on the things you can do or the things you cannot do, the words you can say of people. Maybe they should bring that on board. They should find a way to, you know, You know what? No one reads the terms and conditions.
Exactly.
I don't-
No one does. I'm guilty of that.
You know,
I'm guilty of that. No
so
one actually
who
does.
knows if those terms and those were included in the terms and conditions, and no one even reads them. But apart from the terms and conditions, maybe it should be whenever you log in, you just see
It should just pop up.
pop up.
Yes, because a lot of persons do not have that time to read. If it's long, they just
scroll down the page and
mhm.
click. You know, okay. You know, so maybe every time you log into your Facebook account, Twitter account, your social media handles, messages pops up and say bullying is not acceptable, blah blah blah. These are the things you can say very briefly. Know that we could Facebook or the social media handler has the right to block you or send your names, your information to law enforcement agency when they feel like you violated the rights of fellow users on the platform. It could go a long way in deterring people from bullying other people.
Okay, so what do you think should be the punishment for cyberbullies?
For those who haven't taken it off social media, and the point is that you don't know when it's going to be taken off social media and taken to your house, someone comes to look for you there. But something that happens on social media and you can actually see the trend, the thread on the comments line, and someone is actually bullying the other. And if there is a report on that matter, I think the person should be suspended. That should be a fair punishment for someone who is bullying another. For bullies on
You know, if you say the person should be suspended, I can easily create another account.
pending investigation.
I can easily create another account with another name and still come back to bully you.
Okay.
So I think there should be more to just suspension or blocking. So this is where I want to ask: what should the law enforcement agencies? What should they do?
Law enforcement agencies don't own the social media network. Facebook is owned by Mark Zuckerberg. But where they can come into collaboration and work together and find a way to stop cyberbullying on their platforms by, coming together, make laws. First of all, there's been serious calls for social media to be regulated in Nigeria, because a lot of people say what they ought not to say about government policies in Nigeria. So the government has been seeking for ways to regulate it, But for the government doing that, it seems like they want to just silence the voice of the people. That's why a lot of people have been kicking against it. But if it were for stuff like this, preventing people from, violating the human rights of other people, which bullying is a part of in a way, it could be welcomed. I'm not saying I have the solution right now, but when the government sincerely wants to stop things like this, and they should work with social media owners and find a solution. It's workable, it can be done.
Okay, so what do you advise that they should do? What solution do you think should be put in place?
I think getting details of people who have bullied someone. So first of all, there has to be a report about the bullying that has taken place. So when the information is gotten, I think I said it before, when the information is gotten, social media is not law enforcement, they're not the government. They could do stuff on their own end by blocking you, but they could also send these details to law enforcement agents and said, this is what transpired, this is what we feel happened. However, we don't have the authority to prosecute, so
it's over to you to prosecute and do whatever you like to
according
do.
to the law in your own land, because Facebook is worldwide, social media is worldwide everywhere, so they need to pass the information to the law enforcement agency in that particular country where the stuff had transpired.
Okay, the conversation continues. We'll be right back.
Yes, so Namibia Zenda like cut of 50, aka Papa Statue, aka Abula no. If I reason you go come and prove yourself. It is called the Unlock Your Talent Show, TV show, reality show. Come and prove how far you can act, sing. Do you understand? First prize, no be beans. One car with 500,000 naira cash with 1 year contract with Kingsprime TV. Second prize, 1 million naira with 1 year contract with Kingsprime TV. Third prize, 500k with 1 year contract with Kingsprime TV. How to register?
Visit www.kingsprimetv.com and download the app from Google Play Store or Apple App Store. Pay 1,500 naira and subscribe. Then using the code generated, log on to www.cradletofame.com and register for free.
Cradle to Fame is brought to you by Kingsprime TV. Register now.
Welcome back. This is still on the table with Joy Jukson, and I still have my guest with me, Mr. J. Alatur. Okay, so for cyberbullies, they go through emotional and psychological, what's the word? Emotional and psychological battles. Now, so like I asked earlier, what do you think is, do you think there's a difference between cyber stalking, cyberbullying, and the normal conventional bullying? In terms of psychological and emotional pain, what do you think is, do you think one hurts more than the other, or do you think, there should be a disparity? What do you think?
Yeah, I think the 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 one that hurts most in real life, most times it's dealt with when it happens.
Yes, immediately.
Excuse me, immediately on the spot there. Hey, and I don't finish and they don't end. Most times, and only people that are around there, witnesses to it, know about it. It spreads only by the word of mouth, and it doesn't spread too far. It's in your streets,
Your circle,
your
just there.
there, except there is video evidence and someone posted on
Social media.
And that's where the difference is. On social media, it spreads faster.
It goes viral within a second.
Yeah. Once it drops, someone in America, someone in US, England, everywhere, all your friends, a lot of people on Facebook, you've never met in real life before, but you're friends, or if you're not friends in terms of chatting and keeping up, but they monitor your stuff.
Yes.
So once a bad stuff is said about you, they're reading it and everyone knows about it right there. If unfortunately it has to do with nudity, someone puts your nude photo or video out there, and before you know it, it's spread all around the world. And those sort of stuff
Spreads faster.
Faster.
Yeah.
Someone that knows you shares it on his own wall, and someone that doesn't know you shares it on their own wall. Someone that doesn't know the person that doesn't know you shares it, and before you know, you see 1 million shares.
Yeah.
And that 1 million shares, you're only talking about the ones that have shared it. There are a lot of people, millions out there that haven't shared it.
But are talking about it.
They are talking about it. So, and imagine the psychological and emotional trauma that person is going through, that his nude is out there. These are the sort of things that could lead someone to committing suicide. How would I go on with my life anymore? Everyone knows that I'm a bad person. I have a nude photo, nude video out there. I can't live in this life anymore. I'll take my own life. So I don't know. Such things should be monitored. Such things are very important. Could lead somebody to taking their own life. So measures should be taken to stopping them, nipping them on the bud immediately before it escalates.
Okay, so for someone who's been cyberbullied, do you think the person should be silent about it? What should the person do?
If someone is being cyberbullied, I don't think the person should be um, silent about it. But a lot of people, unfortunately, will be silent about it. Like, like for me, when I was bullied, though I wasn't threatened. I didn't feel that bad, but I could have reported the matter,
Yeah.
which I didn't. Actually, at that point, I didn't know I could report, So a lot of people who are bullied on Facebook, on social media, don't know that there are means by which they can report such incidences to the network, to the social media owners, which actions could be taken. So they should speak up. It's either by reporting to the social media owners, or they report to law enforcement agents if someone threatens you. For instance, the way that person threatened me that time, which I knew the person. We weren't friends actually, but I could have gone to the police and say, so person says so things about me. It actually threatened me. They could call the person and investigate the matter. So they should speak up. They should speak up. If you feel someone has molested you and you feel bad, you're a fat person per se, and you don't like being called fat, and someone trolls you on Facebook and tells you you're fat, go to hell, and you feel bad about it, you should speak up. Maybe not to law enforcement agencies. You should get personal help. Go see a psychologist that could, counsel you. Go to church. They could. I know that many churches have counselors that could help you get through psychological and emotional trauma. So I think they should seek for help and speak up if you feel you've been bullied.
Okay. So you know that all this while we're talking about dissing, trolling, but cyberbullying goes beyond that. You know that when you impersonate someone, it's cyberbullying. You know that people that just send nudes to someone without the consent of the person is also cyberbullying. You know that if denigration is also cyberbullying. So have you ever been online and then someone sends you her nude or his nude?
No, I've not seen that. Though no one has sent me nude before. No one. But I somehow I felt violated one particular time. I think I had just released my music album, and I posted, we're going on a promo street rally we're selling, doing promo for my CDs and stuff. We went on street rally. So I posted some of the girls that wore my t-shirts, t-shirt of my album cover and stuff. So I posted two of them on my as my profile picture, and a lot of guys on Facebook thought I was a girl.
Hey girl, okay.
You could imagine on my DM, "What's up, baby? I love you, baby. Hey, send me your nude. Send me them." Hey. Someone even, a lot of. I was like, "Is this what girls go through?"
Of course.
You go through that?
Of course.
I say,
Of course.
I was like, no wonder sometimes, for me, if you send me a friend request or I send you a friend request, I just don't let it be a friend request and we're friends and we don't talk. I try to get to know you. So sometimes I feel offended when I say hello, how you doing? May I know you? And the person doesn't reply. The person just sees my message and doesn't reply.
Ignores you.
It hurts me. Like, why are we friends if we can't even know each other? But that moment when I posted those pictures and guys started sending me friend requests and sending me, "Hello baby, I love you," and all that stuff. I said, no wonder many girls don't reply to messages
like that
because they feel like just one of them. Is this just one of those guys? Because on that, in one day I had like hundreds of "hello, I love you, hey, let's go, hey guys, what's your number, hey. A lot, I don't want to use certain words that they use, it can't be said on camera, but stuff like that. I think it's kind of bullying.
Yes,
too.
it is. It is.
So it's crazy.
Have you ever being online and then someone calls you in a video call? Someone you don't know.
No, for a guy, I don't think guys usually do it to fellow guys. They do it more
To girls.
girls. So and many of the people, girls don't really. In Nigeria, many girls save their data. They don't really make calls like that. So
I know
except
that.
except you have very close friends that only close friends will.
I mean,
do a
people
video.
you don't know.
That's never happened. To
You
me.
just they just sent you a friend request and you accept it, and the next thing they are calling you on video call.
I understand. I understand that guys could do that a lot. A lot of guys on social media, once they send a friend request to girls, they start making calls, but
Without their consent.
Without
And a lot of persons do not know that that's bullying. So, like we tried talking about this earlier on, I think more awareness should be created. They should create awareness for people to really know what cyberbullying is all about. They should know the do's and the don'ts. I mean, you don't just come up and you create a profile on any social media platform and then you just do what you love to do. I mean, it shouldn't be done that way. So finally, I'm going to really ask you, if I'm being bullied, how do you advise me to respond to it?
The best way to help somebody come through, someone who's been bullied, help them out, is try and ignore it.
You know
To
one
me,
thing.
that's what I think.
You know one thing about ignoring something. You can ignore something, but you've heard it. So, and sometimes our mind likes to play a trick on us. You can just it starts replaying on your head over and over and over again. So, in that situation, what do I do? How do I deal with it? How do I get it off my mind?
For me, if I get emotionally stressed out like that, someone bullied me and it plays back in my mind, I personally, I know not everyone has this ability to do what I do. Is that it keeps bugging me for a while, but I let it play out. Over time, it just find out that the weight of it, the heaviness of it begins to get lightened up, and all of a sudden, over a period of time, it doesn't hurt as much, But not everyone has this ability. So if you feel you've been bullied, you could do what I do. Let time will heal it. Otherwise, seek for help.
Okay.
Counseling. Talk to someone, your friend. Oh, I feel bad that this person talked to me like this. Unfortunately, many of our friends will be the one that will
laugh at you.
Or they'll laugh at you, or they will ask you to fire back.
Yes.
But you need to find someone who is understanding. That's why it's good to have spiritual guides, religious leaders. Go to them. I don't think any religious leader, pastor will tell you fight back, or they have a way of calming people down when they go through emotional challenges like this. Offer them spiritual help, which could go a long way in lightening up the weight of the bullying, the emotional stress, psychological trauma that you may be going through. Speak to someone about it, someone that you feel is matured enough to properly guide you. Many times going to your friends may not be a good solution. Good to look for get professional help, spiritual guide, or go to a known psychologist. That could help you.
Okay, you've heard our guest, Mr. J. I mean, sometimes people who bully others do not know that they are bullying others. And for you that have been bullied, I think just like our guest said, the best way to respond to it is ignore. You can leave social media for a while, and then just find a place to rest. I mean, peace of mind is what is important. Thank you all for staying with us. This is Still on This Table, and I am Joy. This show airs every Saturday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. on Kingsprimetv. Make sure you subscribe and follow us on all our social media platforms displayed on the screen. Until I see you again, thank you guys. Bye.
in Africa and beyond, more and more people are finding Kingsprime TV, a rich hub for entertainment. With a monthly subscription fee as low as $7.99 US, you too can enjoy seamless, world-class HD entertainment that will inform, educate, entertain, and enthrall you. Join us today. Visit Kingsprimetv.com to enter into a whole new dimension of entertainment. Kingsprime TV. Entertainment just the way you like it.